One of the greatest teachings that I've received in my career is from an Indigenous elder. And she said to me, Chastity, it's really important in the work you do to apply the formula of reaching back where we are now and where we are going. So the approach that I've been working on for the last 2 decades with my clients is really about centering that inclusive approach to infrastructure and encouraging people to shift their thinking so that we can not only today have projects that we're proud of, but that one day we will all be the ancestors of this land. And the future generations are going to look back to us and ask, what legacy did we leave?
So earlier in my career, and about 5 years ago, I was in a bit of cruising mode, right? Comfortable, I knew all the players, I could do my job pretty much with my eye closed. And then I heard about this role in the Arctic with a company that nobody had ever heard of. But here's the thing, the job really excited me. And I thought, okay, I've never done it, but I'll figure it out. And I've never lived there before, but it's on planet Earth, so surely that can happen. And I think that mentality of nothing's gonna stop me, and where there's a will, there's the way, probably is how I've been able to really grow in my career. I wanted to leap forward, and I took those risks, and I took several executive roles back to back at very early ages, and as a woman in a sector that is mostly male, I can tell you that most often than not, the odds weren't stacked in my favor. I didn't have the network, I barely spoke English, I didn't know anything about Canada coming from Europe. And in that 20-year period of my career, it's pretty much night and day. So I guess the bottom line, maybe what I can say is, if you set your mind really on those goals, and if you give yourself the time to build the experience, and give yourself some grace as well, because not everything is going to click right away, I think you can really accomplish anything you set your mind on.
So I always knew that I wanted to be a civil engineer, and I specialised in flood risk management early, and I've never really steered off that path. And early in my career, I was looking for the job that was going to give me the most money and the best accolades on my resume, and that's exactly what I was doing. And then a year later, I was working on a project with just a small group of volunteers trying to improve the flood risk on the grounds of a local school. And I remember thinking, wow, I have a real opportunity to make a difference here. And that's when it hit me. That's what it's all about. It's not the money and the accolades, it's feeling like I've made a difference to the communities I'm in. And I think my daughter said it best. Her teacher asked her what her parents did, and she said, my mum is a superhero. She makes things better for people. And they said, is she a doctor or a nurse? And she said, no, she's an engineer. And I just feel so privileged, both through my work in the engineering industry and my volunteering with Girl Guides, to be able to provide an example to these women and girls that are coming after me. Because at the end of the day, you can't be what you can't see.
When I was at the opening of the subway, I met this lovely, lovely elderly lady who lived in the community. And she came in the day before it officially opened to an open house. And she was telling me that she had been waiting her whole life for the subway to be built. And she was thrilled, and she wanted me to know that she would be using it every single day. And I will tell you, that was the best story I heard, because this is somebody who's lived for generations without a subway and has ridden a bus for years and years and years, and now can benefit from a subway. And the funniest part was, our subway opening was on a Sunday, and I asked her, are you coming tomorrow, because the subway is going to be free? And she said, oh dear, I'm not going to be coming tomorrow. It's church. So it's really been fabulous hearing those personal stories about the work that I've done and the part that I've played, but to be part of a project that delivers such a profound change to communities is an incredible thing, and it's why I do what I do.
I was sitting in my office in Montreal thinking, okay, am I really going to leave all this? My husband and I have to sell our house and move with our 2 kids to the other side of the world, far from our families and friends. There was a moment where I was like, is this completely crazy? Or is this actually a really good idea? So I made the jump and I took a legal role for mining projects in Madagascar. There, I spent 5 years in a highly complex, high-stake international environment with Canadians, Koreans, and Japanese sponsors. I navigated really intense professional challenges, but I also grew a lot personally, exponentially, I would say. This experience has completely redefined my career and my worldview. It has shaped how I see leadership and how I approach risk and navigating the uncomfortable. But this bold change would not have been successful without the full support of my family, and especially my husband. We embraced it together and really made the best out of our time there, traveling all around the region and making new friends and memories for life. The most defining moments of a career often comes from embracing bold changes and doing things that are outside our comfort zone. Because career progression is rarely linear, lateral moves can be powerful learning accelerators and open doors you may never have anticipated. So go on, make the bold move. I've never seen it not pay off.